Hey guys, can you hear me? Unknown Capone, Marie Davis, Puss in Boots, Serendipity, Bonnie McMillan, Daily Poppins, D Ride. Can you all hear me? Good, good. Well, hey Devil's Candy, Only Fools Lie, Carol Carper. I kind of been, hey Gina F, kind of been busy with real life stuff, and y'all know about that. So, Glitter Girl, Vintage Gal. But here and there, I've been popping in on YouTube, uh, just to catch things here and there. Somebody messaged me yesterday and said, "Hey, Kathy K." They didn't say that. They said, "Are you watching Mandy's live?" And they were talking about Mandy Bell. Hey, Ruth, Kirby's mom, Daily Poppins. How is Chance doing? Chance right now is day by day. He has got to finish this medication and try to get his immune system built up so that he can start longer term treatment for the longer term illnesses. But so I'm okay, Christy. Hey, Margie Jones. But okay, so somebody messaged me yesterday and said, "Are you and Mandy Bell's live?" And I was like, "No, I wasn't watching anybody." So I went over there and I saw where she was showing some comments, and then Marky Mark got up on the panel, and then I went up there and told how I came across. Hey, Crazy Nurse Granny, how I came across Marky Mark. Okay, so like 7 or 9 months ago. Uh, I got to be honest with you. I wasn't a big Makeup Mobster fan because I enjoyed her stuff. And then she kicked me out of her live stream one night because Brian and Marianne told her to. So I was like, damn, man, you're going to kick somebody that follows you out but Brian and Marianne was on her panel and she didn't know me. And they were like, oh my God, get the truth out of here. She's horrible. She's horrible. So Makeup Mobster booted me. After that, I quit following her. And then hey, Eagle, then when I found Nenny and Hockey Mom and Republican Ash, I went over, I think it was Hockey Mom's channel, and somebody with a wrench went through and deleted or blocked like all of Hockey Mom's people. And I was in a live stream, and Makeup Mobster and M's and everybody started blaming me. You know, oh, I bet it was the truth. I bet the truth did it. I didn't do it. M's later apologized to me, and that's okay. And since then, uh, me and Makeup Mobster are cool. So, hey, Val, T Rod. Okay, so I go over to Mandy Bell's yesterday, and Makeup Mobster and Mandy and M's and whoever have put together who all of these trolls are. And it turns out that it's Marky Mark. Of course, he didn't admit to it until last night or yesterday on Mandy Lynn's live or whatever, not Mandy Bell, but Mandy Lynn. But she took her live down, so I don't even know what was really said. So, okay, Marky Mark. My first encounter with Marky Mark, he was not Marky Mark. He was Mark uh, Fragma, Fraga, something like that. And how I ran into him was under a video called The Real Makeup Mobster. I wrote the comment, wow. And I said, wow, because the content of the video shows where Makeup Mobster said some pretty crappy things about Shanann Watts. And that's all I said was, wow. And then under that comment, Mark Fraga or whatever wrote, uh, "You're not dead yet. Your cancer hasn't killed you yet," or something like that. And then White Lightning joined in and started saying, "Hee hee 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 hee." Uh, you know, that's funny. What when something White Lightning says something vulgar too. I don't know what it was. It was White Lightning 1977. So a couple months later, I see that this Mark dude is in Pink's live stream. So I went over there and clicked on his channel, and I went to his channel, and I made one comment. Hey, Red Dragon. I made one comment under one of his videos. And I said, "Mark Fraga, why would you say something like that to me? Do I know you?" Now, keep in mind, I was accusing those trolls of being Brian. And this is where something that was said today is going to get straightened up, because Mrs. Nevins was over in J Mac stream and said, "So wait, Marky's the one that made those comments about the truth and she's been blaming Brian?" No, 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 Mrs. Nevins. That's not the way it is. Brian made the comment about me first. That's where Marky learned about the comment. Because back then, I didn't do videos. I didn't do live streams. Yes, White Lightning was in Laura's chat the day CPS. And so was Mandy's t-shirt maker, which allegedly Marky has admitted to. Now, if you remember in Laura's chat, Marky, or not Marky, but Mandy's t-shirt maker was saying, "I called CPS, but it wasn't supposed to go this far. I did it." And White Lightning was in there at the same time saying, "How does it feel, Laura? How does it feel?" So I did want to clear up the fact that no, I am not blaming Brian for something that Marky said, Mrs. Nevins. Brian made that comment first. Marky ran with it after that. He just ran with it under Mark Fraga or whatever. And White Lightning ran with it after Brian said it. So I really appreciate the fact that people find that comment disgusting. Uh, I appreciate that. But Brian said it first, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. That troll or two trolls or whoever it turns out to be got that from Brian. So, no, Mrs. Nevins, I'm not accusing Brian of something that a self-admitted troll has now, you know, the troll said it. Even in the comments, I accuse the troll of being Brian in the comments because of what was said. It was spot on to what Brian said to me. Right. Marky Mark is White Lightning. That's what I'm hearing, Purple Rain. So I go under Marky's page. I leave one comment. I say, "Why would you say that to me?" And he apologized. He came back into his comment section. I got that notification that my comment got hearted. And he came back and he said, "I apologize. I should have never said something like that to you. It was wrong." And he said, "If you would like to reach out to me, we could talk about this further." And I didn't feel the need to reach out to him. He said it, he apologized, and it was over. And I had no more contact with him. I didn't go into chats. When him and Brian and Smokey and all of them were doing their manner painters, I didn't participate. When he would be on Pink's Live, I never said a word to him. He made the comment, he apologized, and I was done with it. To the best of my knowledge, he's not been trolling me and threatening me. That's what he's done to make up Mobster, and obviously Mandy. Yeah, I remember that, Sarah Kay. But if you remember the night of Laura's live when the CPS lady showed up, Mandy's t-shirt maker was in there saying, I called CPS, I didn't mean it to turn out this way. And White Lightning was saying, ha ha ha, how does it feel, Laura? So I don't know. You know, but I did want to let Miss Nevins know that no, I didn't blame Brian for anything Brian didn't do. I don't roll that way, Mrs. Nevins. Hey, Polka Dot Suzanne. Brian made the cancer comment first. Then Marky ran with it as the troll after that. And Marky said he got upset with me because I went head to head with Brian over the Darlie Routier case, and I made it sound like she could possibly be innocent. Now, I don't know why anybody would get mad about something like that, but yesterday in Mandy's, he said, who wants it next? Wants what? What's he going to do? Troll the shit out of you? I mean, he's busted. He's actually now he's going to get blamed for every troll out there. And this is what happens when you put yourself in the line of suspicion. Now, every troll that pops up, everybody's going to be like, oh, it's Marky Mark, it's Marky, whether it is or not. That's what's going to happen. So, moving on. I hope, they obviously they exposed him, Makeup Mobster, and Mandy Bell was able to expose him, and that's it. I don't know, break our fingers. Yeah, threats like that, threatening to dox Makeup Mobster's family members. Well, I wish I could honestly say that's the only person in this community that has ever threatened, but it happens. It happens. And doxing happens. Hold on a minute, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to mute. I had to take a call. So did I screw things up? Can you guys still hear me? Did he admit it? Tawny, see, they're saying he admitted to everything. I don't know. I didn't hear Mandy Lynn's live stream. She took it down. I heard Mandy Bell's. I was a part of it. Hey guys, coming in. So, okay, so Marky Mark is a troll. We figured that out, or actually Makeup Mobster and them figured it out. Do you think he could be the sarcasm trolls? I guess that's possible, TC&T. I guess that's possible. We all know that those sarcasm trolls were created not to hurt sarcasm, but to make Laura look bad. That's what those trolls were trying to do. That was so obvious. I agree, Val. I agree. It's so weird. So how did he end up confessing? BSJ did a little video on it. I think they got him in a private conversation, either in Discord on a call or Hangouts on a call. And I think he finally admitted it that way. I agree, Sarah Kay. Hey, Raquel. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't get to hear Mandy Lynn's live because she took it down. So I did want to clear that up because Miss Nevins was over in JMac saying, so wait, he made the cancer comments and the truth is blaming Brian? No, 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 no. Brian made the comment first. Think about it. How would Marky Mark know 7 or 9 months ago that I had even had cancer? Because I didn't do videos back then, you all. I didn't do live streams. Yeah, I don't know about that account either, Tony C. How long has he been on YouTube? Raquel, I don't know. Like I said, I came across him like 7 or 9 months ago uh, when he left me a shitty comment about cancer. And I did blame Brian for being that troll account because of the comment that the troll said. Because Brian had said that to me before. So I did blame it to be him. I thought it was Brian defending Makeup Mobster because the video it was said under is like anti Makeup Mobster. Yeah, I'm okay, Tiffany Marie. Hey, I'm just now coming in at the beginning of this live on 2 times speed. Well, slow down there, Mandy. 2 times speed can't be good. Oh, geez. Hold on a minute, guys. So I did want to clear that up. No, I am not running around blaming Brian for anything that he didn't do. Okay. I'm not like that. I don't blame people for shit. I mean, I guess I could get it wrong, but I know Brian said those things. I mean, and that's where Marky got it. That's where the troll got it. So, yes, Mrs. Nevins, I did not blame Brian for something he did not do. He made the comment. Marky obviously ran with it. Okay. So, there you go. Now, I notice that in J Mac stream, uh, Ben gets brought up for just a minute, not long. They didn't like drag him or anything like that, but Ben gets brought up. And J Mac says that that's what pushed him over the edge was the day that, I know you do, only fools lie, was the day that Ben made the video about Carla. And then they went on to say what a great person Carla is. And I agree. Carla has a beautiful, wonderful heart. I agree. Yes, he has been following Brian's videos for quite some time. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Marky Mark did apologize to me. He did months ago. When I went to his channel and confronted him, he said he was sorry and that we could talk outside of YouTube. I was like, not necessary. And that was it. I never talked to the dude again. I've seen him around, but I never talked to him again. So they're talking about Carla and J Max, and Jennifer Lynn comes in and she says, Carla is not a nice person. She attached the name Arius to me. And I was thinking, I didn't type in there because I don't want J Mac to think that the only time I come into his chat is to start shit. So I just didn't say anything. I thought I'll address it on my own live. Brian said the comment to begin with on Topics Forum just after his son was arrested. person put a post up about his family and he said it was the truth and it wasn't. Of course, it wasn't me, but neither here nor there. So Jennifer comes in and she says that Carla is not a nice person because she has attached the name Arius to Jennifer. Carla didn't start that, Jennifer. And Carla didn't start that name. Exactly. Jennifer Lynn calls him Ben Bundy. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to tell people that, Puss in Boots, because I don't blame Brian for shit he doesn't do. I've been in live chats where people have tried to blame Brian for something, and I'm like, nah, that ain't Brian. That is not Brian. So, but either way, so Jennifer Lynn, Carla didn't attach the name Arius to you, but you have some nerve being upset over somebody calling you Jennifer Arius with the things you have said and done. You have some nerve with people who make comments about your past relationship, but yet you come into John Crimes's chat and say the things you said to him. Then he repeated the comment on YouTube. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Damn it. Hold on. All right, so I'm back. Indiana basketball is on, and I'm a big Indiana basketball fan, and they just won by 2, so I had to go check it out. Sorry, that's rude, I know, but I'm a big Indiana fan. So, whatever. The Skinwalker comment, she says that to me all the time, Christy. So, really, you really don't get to be offended. You don't get to be offended when you walk around saying the nasty shit that you say. They were trying to blame me for calling CPS on Laura's live that day, too, pointing out I was trolling myself as Mandy's t-shirt maker. Yes, I remember that, Mandy. And to be honest with you, I do believe that was the troll's goal, was to get you blamed. So, I mean, mission accomplished. I understand, Christy, and I'm sorry about that. So, I mean, we got to be honest with you. The troll accomplished his goal, but now he's been exposed. So now every single troll, and we know logically that not every single troll is going to be this one person. But let's face it, he's going to get the blame for it. And why is he going to get the blame for it? Because he's put himself in the line of suspicion. That's what happens, folks. When you run around looking for people's information, when you make comments like, I called CPS or I'm going to call the cops, and then it happens, whether you did it or not, you kind of make yourself look suspicious. That's why you got to be pretty damn careful with the threats you make on YouTube. Because God forbid something really happens after you make a threat, even though you didn't do it, it's going to look bad on you. How does he know Makeup Mandy and Makeup Mobster? Okay, well, let's get back to Marky for a minute. On Mandy's panel yesterday, he said the reason he said that nasty comment to me was because he followed Brian's Darlie Routier videos. And Brian has covered the Routier case extensively. We all know that. If anybody knows Brian, They know he's covered the case extensively. Well, we also know that me and Brian are on opposite sides of the fence when it comes to that case. But he said on Mandy Bell's panel yesterday, the reason that he said that mean comment to me was because I was debating Brian on Darlie Routier and that I was the only one that could make her appear innocent. And that made him mad. He said I have a lot of your information, and he was threatening to fix some more. Who was he threatening, Val? No, they won't apologize to Makeup Mobster. I mean, they might apologize to the extent of, you know, this or that, but they won't come right out and just say we were totally wrong. Exactly, Tiffany Marie. Has anyone sent their personal information to Marky Mark for the Christmas gift basket drawing thing? Love you too, Kathy. I don't know if all of the I think Smokey and Marky were doing this Christmas giveaway thing and they were doing gag gifts, but I thought all the packages were going to Smokey's address. And let's hope that's the case. But I've also been told that Republican Ash has talked to Marky behind the scenes. And if that's the case, I hope somebody tells her that she'd probably be better off just. Oh my God.
Tammy got it for me. I got pants to match it too. Star got me a long time ago.
Yay.
I'm gonna go find it.
I'm sorry. That was my sister just come in to show me one of her new gay sweatshirts. Nothing against gay, but I'm like sitting in a bedroom that has rainbow colored curtains and it's just a really nice, bright bedroom. But I've heard that Republican Ash has been talking with him as a friend behind the scenes. And if that's the case, I hope somebody can reach out to Republican Ash. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have her phone number, but a lot of times she calls me from a no caller ID number. And if that's the case, he was bragging yesterday he is going to dock some more and that he has a lot of our info. Really, Val? Where was he bragging about that at? Because that's messed up. That's just weird. I mean, okay, dude, you're busted. So now you want to hurt people? You want to get people hurt? I mean, being a troll is one thing. If you're just a stupid troll that runs around and says stupid stuff, okay, big deal. No harm, no foul. You're just annoying. But under the high horse troll account, he said it on Makeup Monsters community post. Wow. Wow. Well, I don't know. I mean, at some point, you got to take threats. That was before he was outed. Well, hopefully, now that he's been outed, he'll rethink. He'll rethink that because that's just not cool. Yep, you have pants that match.
Do they match pretty good?
Not bad. If she's showing me now her entire outfit, folks. The socks don't match.
Well,
I mean, they match each other, but they don't match the outfit.
I know. I was just seeing if my pants match.
Yes, Missy, it's lovely. So yeah, he needs to rethink his position on doxing people and threatening people. I mean, it's not cool either way. But now that you've been caught, yeah, I don't think I would do that, because if something bad happens, he's gonna get the blame, even if he didn't do the bad thing. He's gonna get the blame. That's just the way it goes, folks. But when I was watching J Max, I was like, okay, I wanted to correct Mrs. Nevins, which now I have done. And I wanted to, again, address Jennifer Lynn. You don't get to run around and say the horrible things that you say and then get mad when somebody claps back. You don't get to do that. I mean, can we all agree? If you're going to say bad things on here about people, people are going to say bad things back. That's what he claims, oh, Blue Eyes. I don't know. When did and where did he say this? Pearls, it's my understanding that he admitted it, that they had a private call with him. I don't know who they are. I don't know if it was Mandy Lynn and Clary and all of them, because they were defending him so hard. But that they had a private call with him. He denied it. And then I think maybe got on Mandy Lynn's panel yesterday or last night and admitted it. I think maybe. I don't know. I didn't get to watch Mandy Lynn's because she took it down. So I don't know where it all went down at. It was pretty obvious he was caught yesterday in Mandy Bell's stream. I mean, I think it was pretty clear the dude was busted. So, but if you're busted, you're busted. You know, you get caught doing something, chances are you probably ought to just melt away. You probably ought to just, you know, go into the background and never be seen again or whatever. Or just be a nice guy. Don't be a dick. Yeah, she took it down, Pearls. And as several people are asking Mandy Lynn to put it back up, I don't know if there's a reason she took it down. 1,000 apologies from me to all of you, especially Makeup Mobster. Well, Dana, I mean, you thought, yes, Mrs. Nevins. No. You said in Jay's live, and you didn't make it an accusation or anything. I just wanted to clear it up. You said in Jay's live. So wait, the truth is Marky's the one that made the horrible cancer comment, and Brian is the one she has blamed for it. No, Mrs. Nevins, that's not how it went down. Brian made the comment and Marky ran with it. That's how it went down. I didn't want you to think that I was blaming Brian for something he didn't do. Because I got to be honest with you, I just don't do that. And I've had a lot of people climb up my ass over the fact that I have defended Brian. When he's right, he's right. But when he's wrong, he's wrong. I don't know why she took it down, Pearls. I don't know if there was something in it that she doesn't. I don't know. I didn't get to see it. I just heard about it today on JMax. So I went to look at it and it's gone. So, and I know a lot of people probably feel, stupid because they defended this dude. And then, yes, Brian made the original comments about the cancer in 2017. Exactly. But I know a lot of people probably feel stupid because they defended this dude and then he turned out to be something that they didn't think he was. They all thought he was this really nice guy that would never say mean stuff. Well, I knew he said mean stuff because I dealt with him 9 months ago. And the comments are all still there. Oh, it's okay, Mrs. Nevins. No, I just didn't want it to start getting around that, you know, the truth blamed Brian for something that he never said or did. That because that's not the case. And people that know me know this. Even Brian knows it. He just won't admit it. But this ain't even really about Brian. For once, it's not about Brian, guys. And I do feel bad for the people that defended Marky because he was their friend. They thought he was a good guy. And if he was just out trolling, doing just stupid, innocent, trolly stuff, I wouldn't think he was a bad guy. But the things he's saying, am I still buffering? Exactly, Tony C. He admitted on uh he admitted it to Hockey Mom that he made the comment. But I'm over that too. Just like I'm over Marky Mark making the comment. It's words. Is it inappropriate to ask how your boy is? Not at all, Blink. He's still on very strong antiviral or antifungal. He's taken diflucan 3 times a day, so 600 milligrams of diflucan. And right now, all they can do is to try to get rid of the yeast in his blood system and hope he doesn't get sick in the meantime. So that's why I'm kind of like begging him not to get out in public. And but like I said, I'm over the cancer comment. Okay, I mean they're words. Uh, it is what it is. Brian said it. Marky said it. Okay. Uh, sorry to everyone in Mandy Lynn's live. It wasn't something me and Tiffany convinced Makeup Mobster about because I don't. Where the hell did you go, Mandy? I don't talk to either of them behind the scenes, so I hope they feel ridiculous now. Yeah, I didn't even watch. Like I said, didn't watch Mandy. I didn't even know Mandy Lynn was live. Uh, and now she's taking it down. Can't blame something else on me again, fuckers. Well, Mandy Bell, I told you a long time ago that I firmly don't believe you're guilty of everything you've been accused of because, I mean, hell, there's not enough time in the day to be guilty of everything you've been accused of. But like I said, Marky, if you're out there listening, dude, now every single mean troll account that pops up, Marky's going to get the blame for it. Who is Marky? It's some guy. His name is Marky Mark. He's been on panels with Brian and Smokey, and I found him in Pink's. After he left the shitty comment to me, one day I was lurking in Pink's room and I noticed he was in there, but that's when he was Mark Fraga, Fraga. And so I clicked on his channel and I went over there and left a comment to him, and he apologized and said we could talk outside of YouTube. And I was like, no, that's okay. No need. Just thank you for apologizing. And that was it. I was done with it. I've never had any dealings with the dude since that I know of. I mean, if he's leaving troll comments or anything, I have no way of knowing it. Yes, Daily, that's where I saw him, was originally. Yes, he does, Sarah Kay. That's where I originally saw him, was in Pink's. After he had left these shitty comments to me. And another troll by the name of White Lightning 1977 was in on the same comments. So, oh, I missed what O Blue said. Oh, I think John Crimes watched Amanda Lynn's and he said they were defending him and trying to cover it up. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the thing. I heard Marianne uh, in Jay's today, and she wasn't defending him. She basically said she wanted nothing to do with the dude. She doesn't want to be associated with it. Hey, diving for depth. So, hey, beefards. I don't know. Like I said, guys, I don't understand the whole point of trolling. I did have a troll account. It was a very nice troll account. I never said anything. I mean, I might not have agreed with everybody in the comments, but I never said anything hurtful or. Brian admitted he's white lightning under Herbie's video. Did he really admit that, Random Observer? Because here's what made me think Brian was white lightning. And I didn't bring this up in Mandy Bell's yesterday because I have no proof of it. But I was in Brian's comment section one time, and White Lightning was talking to Brian about a new microphone, and Brian answered himself under BSJ. He said, "Hey, Brian," like he was talking to himself. And I started laughing and said, "Dude, you forgot to log out of your troll account." But I, that's, I left it at that. I didn't care. They get a buzz off of it. They think it's funny. Well, I don't think it's funny. I don't think running around scaring people and threatening people is funny. And I wouldn't want to see it done to anyone, even if I don't really care for you. Uh, I don't want to see you threatened and I have the screenshot of Brian like arguing with himself. And I started laughing and I was like, dude, you forgot to log out of your troll account. But again, I didn't put any weight to it because it is what it is. I mean, if he's going to be a troll, yeah, that might have been Mandy though. I don't know. Truth, put it up. Put the screenshot up of where Brian's arguing with himself because I don't know how to do screen share and all that. If I start hitting buttons, you all are gone. I can promise you that. If I hit a button, it will kick me out of this stream. Y'all are so gone. And I'm not sitting here saying Brian is White Lightning 1977. There seems to be plenty of proof that it's not Brian and that it's Marky. But now people are saying that Brian admitted to it. And I can show you a screenshot where Brian is like, the 12 trolls of Christmas, right? Happy, happy. Where Brian is like arguing with himself. So, well, I know how to drop a link, Mandy Bell. Okay, please no mooners because I might have a heart attack. And does anybody want to be responsible for my heart attack? I don't think so. I know Lovable Rogue says, don't hit the button, back away from the buttons. But yeah, when I saw that Brian was arguing with himself in his own comments, I thought it was funny. I thought, dude, you forgot to log out of your troll account. But I left it at that. And I'm still not going to sit here and say Brian is White Lightning 1977. Of course, I thought it was Brian. I thought him and Mark, I thought Brian was Mark Fraga too, because of the comment that they said to me. It was something that Brian has said. So I assumed it was Brian. I shouldn't have done that. Obviously, it's Marky Mark. And he apologized, and that was it. I went on about my business. I never dealt with the dude again.
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So, do you have the do you have the screenshot saved to, I guess you're on your computer, I suppose? You have to be, right?
I'm on a tablet. I have it saved to my phone. You want me to send it to you in Messenger, Mandy? Because I've messaged you before, remember?
I don't have that Facebook anymore. I got off there. Let's see.
I mean, I can turn my camera on and show you all the actual screenshot.
Yeah, you'll have to do that because I thought maybe you were on a computer or something and you could because to screen share normally, like what I do, if I have a text message or something, I open it on my email, and then you screen share like the tab from the browser, because trying to share like an application window, this is also new. It doesn't work that well. So if you're not on a computer, then yeah, the only way you're going to be able to do it is just turn it on your camera.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying, but it's like blurry. So you'll see. Okay, this is Brian's video. Okay, this is when he had his hair buzzed off. This is Brian's video. He's out shopping for a new camera. I guess for his. That. Okay, and then right here you'll see. See Marky Mark. Keep the shopping
videos coming. Yeah,
coming, Brian. And then right below it, you see Brian. Oh shit! Hold on, guys.
That kept happening to me yesterday.
I hate being technically stupid, but okay. So right below that comment, see where Brian's talking to himself? And it looks blurry though.
Yeah, it says, Brian, when you find a webcam you really like, let me know. I've had the worst of luck with them. Just for a basic cam, I have always had blah, blah, blah. So he goes to talk about basic camera stuff.
Right. But see how he's addressing himself, Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that Marky Mark right there at one time was White Lightning 1977. I think. That Marky Mark comment was originally made by White Lightning 1977. So why Brian is answering himself right here? See, I can't make heads or tails out of this stuff, you all.
That's what I was saying. Was 7 months ago when he had that falling out with Justin Katz and they called him Poopy Pants and all that stuff, because remember he was trolling as Poopy Pants because he admitted that. So maybe he meant to be on the Poopy Pants channel that's now Asshole. So maybe that's what he meant to be on.
And that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm not going to sit here and say Brian is White Lightning when I don't know if it is. You know, I just know Brian was arguing with himself. And I was like, and I started laughing and I was like, dude, but at the time, Brian had me blocked from his comments.
Didn't Marky Mark admit to being the Vern Plumley, Mandy's T-shirt maker, Kex Glitter Dick, Makeup Mobster's High Horse? That was all one account. And being White Lightning?
I don't know, Mandy, who all he admitted to, because I missed the live stream that Mandy Lynn had. So I don't know who all. I think Marsha's going to go live about it today.
I watched that live stream last night and I was severely just appalled by everything. He didn't admit to anything on that live at all. Zero.
Oh, so he must
Last
have done
night,
that behind the scenes.
right, because last night Marsha did like a little short, like 9 or 10 minute live, and
I
it was
did watch
her,
that.
Pepper, and Kiki, and they said that he had given Pepper the wrong name. He had, he totally lied about who he was to conceal the fact that Makeup Mobster was right, and that he admitted to several things, but they needed to talk to Makeup Mobster first to let her know, blah, 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 blah. And then I popped in to JMax Live and saw a comment where I can't remember who said it, but somebody said he had also admitted to being White Lightning after Mandy Lynn's live. So
Yeah, that's what I thought I
supposedly,
saw.
right. So supposedly Mandy Lynn had taken down that live until they could talk to Makeup Mobster, and then she was going to put it back up because
Okay, cool.
they didn't want anyone else like going live and talking about this or something. I don't know.
Well, in all fairness, I don't think Makeup Mobster has been the only one affected by these trolls.
There's
I
been
mean,
several people in our community that have.
and I don't know if it'll come up that Marky Mark is also okay. He's admitted to Kex Glitter Dicks. Is that right?
Well, okay. So Vern Plumley was the original account. Then he changed the name to Mandy's T-shirt maker. And then he changed it to Kex Glitter Dick, and then changed it to Makeup Mobster's High Horse. So that was all one account. It was just, he changed the name of it.
Right. And for somebody to call him a professional troll, you got to change you can't use the same account. It's going to track back to the same email. Sorry, dude. You're going to learn to troll.
He thought he was, I mean, he's gotten away with this since like February,
Yep.
No one's caught on to it. And I didn't keep screenshots from whenever I was Majestically Mandy. When I deleted that account and walked away from YouTube at that time, like I deleted it and didn't save the screenshots that I had of like because all my comments are always held for review because
Right.
I never know when someone's going to freaking dox me as a troll. So
Right.
I remember Vern Plumley had left me a comment back in early February doxing some people in my real life and also talking about how I was supporting Brian, and that's one of the people that was scaring the crap out of me, telling me that I needed to come out and say that Brian was a gay basher. It was that person and another troll.
I had words with Vern Plumley too. But then after he didn't like me, all of a sudden he started siding with me on my disdain for Brian. So I don't know what happened with that. I'm so confused, you all. I swear.
And Marky Mark is supposed to be a friend of Brian's. Like, weird. Like, why would you do that? You know, and it's like yesterday, they came into my chat, and the whole reason why this even got turned around, they came into my chat and started demanding me apologizing to Honey Boner and her mom and like just weird stuff. And I called him out and I said, look, you're one of the reasons why I have a problem with these people. Don't speak for them. You're setting both of these women up for something that they probably don't even know about. Like, this dude's messed up beyond belief. And then that's whenever, Makeup Mobster finally came in because they started demanding that she come in and blah, 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 blah. They wanted a link, but then, I dropped it 6 times and they suddenly had to work till 5 p.m. And then suddenly Mandy Lynn comes in there, starts defending Marky Mark. Then he comes in. Then she tells him to check Discord. I drop a link for him because everybody in my chat was demanding that I drop him a link so he could speak up for himself. And I was like, look, I'm literally have my head in the dryer, pulling out clothes to fold them before they wrinkle. So tell me, because I'm in a different tab watching my chat. And then I see Mandy Lynn say, again, Marky Mark, check Discord. And so I
Right.
thought maybe she was sending him the link. So I went over to the StreamYard tab and he was backstage. As soon as I added him, he came up, oh, I don't know what's going on. And this is crazy. This is crazy. And
I saw
puts his,
that.
puts his hands up, and then immediately Makeup Mobster's High Horse comments. And he's like, see, that can't be me. And that was my suggestion.
But
that
then he
come up.
admitted, but then didn't he admit to using putting his mic on mute while using text to voice
See
to
that
text
that
to
I have
have
no clue
more than
about.
and
That
Jay
must have been a behind the scenes conversation that he had with them after Mandy Lynn's live, because he did not admit to anything on her live last night. I watched the whole thing.
right. But when I was in JMax earlier, I don't know if it was Marianne or who said it. Might have, I don't know who said it, but they said he admitted to being a, because somebody's like, dude, how do you do that? How are you on a panel and trolling a a live stream? And he said he puts his mic on mute and does voice to text under his other account. I don't
But
know. I'm so baffled with why anybody would go to these links. It makes no sense to me, Mandy. I don't get it.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that chat. And so when I ended my live yesterday, I said I'm putting it on private to protect the chat so that, nobody could go back in once the live chat loaded and start
Block
deleting
or delete,
comments.
right.
Well, then, people were like, hey, where's your live? Can you send me the unlisted link? And I was like, no, I'm not unlisting it until probably tomorrow afternoon or Sunday. But it was already unlisted. Like, I was screen recording on 2x speed, like, fast forwarding so that I could catch the whole chat and, also be able to take screenshots. And then I dumped them all into my Google Drive. There's literally 100 screenshots of Makeup Mobster's High Horses comments. So I'm going to have
Wow.
to go back and watch that now that, supposedly he had muted his mic and was doing talk to text, because I did go back and listen whenever you, Dana, and Remy came on last night, because that's when I needed to leave, and I was trying to get on my own stream from my phone so that it could keep going, because I didn't want to cut it off. So I didn't even get to hear what you had to say, what Dana said, what Remy said, because I was trying to get into my car. When I pulled out of my driveway and got down my street, my phone was on my home Wi-Fi, kicked me off the stream. So I had to turn around, come back home, allow myself back in onto my own panel from my phone. And that's when I put Remy on. And then I got in my car and was driving. So I wasn't really able to pay attention. I was just trying to let the guy talk because I didn't want to be a jerk and just cut him off, So I'm still learning what's
Pugs
going
is
on.
me too. Pugs is in the comments. He says that happy. He predates BSJ with this. He was in Pink's long before BSJ met him. That's
Okay.
true, Pugs, as far as meeting him as Marky Mark. But this person, the troll accounts are known to follow Brian. True or false, Mandy Bell?
That's true.
And if you go back in Brian's comments months and months and months ago, 10 months, whatever, he's there. He's there as Marky Mark. And the reason he's there as Marky Mark is because he changed his account number. And when you do that, your comments automatically click over to your current account. True or false?
Right. Because the only way, like, if you're tracking an account like that by going back and watching the live streams, the only way that is if somebody asks a specific question, like at Mark Fraga, what color is the sky? And Mark Fraga comes back and says, at, Lovable Rogue, it's blue. But it's not Mark Fraga anymore that's responding to the person asking that specific question. It's Marky Mark. Like,
And that's where I
how
screwed
you
up
figured
is
that out.
I didn't add, I didn't add him. I didn't tag him.
Exactly.
You just see me saying Mark Fraga, why would you say this? Or,
Yes.
I
And
mean, I'm not talking.
White Lightning actually did the @ symbol in front of what used to be Mark Fraga. That's the only reason why that link, when you see it on a computer, like I screen shared yesterday, shows his current channel name and it doesn't show it as Mark Fraga. That's where he was trying to get away with, oh no, my name was never Mark Fraga. And I tried to explain it the best I could. I even said, I was like, look, the truth didn't do the @ in front of his name. She just typed it out. That's why it's not, populating now as Marky_Mark, but either nobody was getting it or they were purposely trying to twist it
Oh, I
and make
totally
it more
understood
confusing.
because I didn't actually tag him. It didn't change it. When you don't tag somebody, they're just words.
Yep.
It could have been good morning, but I didn't
Exactly.
tag at good morning.
Right. If you would have
So,
tagged at good morning and they changed their name to good night, then, it would show up as good
right.
night instead of good morning. Yep, exactly.
So
Exactly.
actually, by not tagging him, it proved.
Yep.
Because I'm sitting here thinking yesterday when you're talking, I was like, damn, man, I got to learn to start tagging people. But maybe by not tagging somebody, you can go back and see who they used to be.
Right. But see, that also opens up what he was trying to say on Mandy Lenz last night was, well, that was an account that impersonated me. I mean, that's why it's not there. It must not be there anymore. Like they must have hacked my account, or they must have mirrored it or
But
something.
Mandy Bell, he admitted it on your stream that he said that shit to me.
But he, right. But then he was trying to convince people.
How can you backpedal on that?
He did, and he did it very well, and everyone was they bid on it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
I was amazed, and then last night I was watching Laura's live about hiding, and when she cut into that little video that she did about that other case, I paused. I was watching it, and I had to pause her stream. I literally was out in my garage with a towel, sobbing in it, because I'd never heard of that case. And so I was like, holy crap, I've been out in the garage crying it was 27 minutes, because when I went back in, I was 27 minutes behind. And then I was like, I can't even, I need to get out of here. I can't listen to this case. It's heartbreaking. And I saw John was live. And so that's kind of he was trying to point that stuff out too. He was like, how do you not see this? It is his link.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, what he said to me, was it vulgar? Yeah. Did I get over it? Yeah. Has he since trolled me or stalked me or anything? Not that I know of. So I didn't think much of it. And then when Makeup Mobster started getting trolled and she started saying these names, and Tiffany Marie was starting to put things together, and I'm reading their comments, I was like, wait a minute, man, this all ties in together, because I've dealt with this troll. But again, I still don't understand. Number one, I'll never understand what's the purpose behind it. Is it just to scare people? Because that's not nice.
Well, see, and I don't even know who this dude was. And he knew so much personal information about me. So much. Where did he get that information from? How did he know those things? There's some people in my real life that I've never spoken about. You will never find a live where I've mentioned these people's names. And he was in my held for review comments as Vern Plumley with people's names. And then last night I watched 3 of his videos, because I had no clue who this guy was. And one of them was a live that he did in downtown Dallas. And he's talking about how he just got out of school at the University of North Texas, health sciences, because he was getting his master's for his RN or whatever. Well, I'm from Texas, and Dallas is only an hour and a half away, and I have lots of family and friends all over the DFW Arlington area. UNT Health Sciences is in Denton. That is 40 minutes away from downtown Dallas. So I was like, this dude's a liar. And then I'm going, if he really is Vern Plumley and knows all this stuff about me, he's an hour and a half away from me. Like, what's stopping him from getting a car and coming to my house? Crazy.
Right. So is this also connected to M's? I mean, other M M's High Horse?
I have no idea.
See, me neither. I'm
You
so
know,
freaking confused as to why people behave this way.
Instead of them, Marianne getting on J-Max panel, Marcia should already be live right now discussing this so that there's no more questions. If they want to handle this, then guess what? Sometimes you might have to put some things aside, like I did yesterday. I had no intentions of having an almost 7-hour live yesterday. But when something in your chat and it's unfolding as your live is progressing, you don't cut it off, because then you leave people with so much room to speculate. And, this is how things go bad.
Yep.
So if you're going to take the responsibility and hold everything hostage, basically, until y'all are ready to get together and do a live, that's BS. Put everybody on your panel, Marcia White Sharkey, fire it up, and get this over with. There are so many questions that people have, so many people
Right.
that have probably been trolled by Vern Plumley, Mandy's T-shirt maker, Kex Glitter Dick, Makeup Mobster's High Horse, and whatever other troll accounts he has been that need answers. This
And
isn't
remember,
right.
some of these troll accounts are harmful. They're people's names, they're people's exes' names, they're pictures of people's kids. And I'm not saying Marky is all of these people. But once again, when you put yourself in the line of suspicion, don't be surprised when fingers get pointed at you.
Well, no one's ever, and I want to make this very loud and clear to everyone listening, and I know there's people that are lurking on that side. No one's ever going to get me to show or tell what Vern Plumley said to me, because I'm not willing to put that information out there. But it was disturbing. The people that Vern said that they contacted in my real life is disturbing. And I will never, ever put that out publicly. People can take my word for it or not, but I want to know how this guy knew so much information and tried to instill some fear into me way back in February and even March.
Right. Yeah, I would be upset if he knew deep, deep personal things about me, because I don't say my family's names on here. I mean, my son, Chance. But, I mean, come on, Brian found Chance on Facebook. Creepy, but he did it. I would be upset if, say, somebody brought up and I hate to bring it up, but say he brought up your ex who has since passed away and that side of that family. I don't know if that's what he brought up. But
he tried to tell me he talked to somebody who's deceased.
Well, that's messed up.
Yeah. Not going to say who it is. I've had a lot of people pass away in my life, but it was very alarming that name was mentioned to me.
Angel says, is it true that he threatened to break Makeup Mobster's hand? He did threaten to break her finger, Angel Rock. And that's part of what got him busted, right, Mandy? Is under that comment that he left was what tied all of this together, is what made Makeup Mobster start tying it all together.
I think she said, well, what happened was after the, I'm going to break your fingers comment, and then something to do with her aunts, I think, she went back and was watching a live stream trying to find the troll from a specific live stream she did that came in and said something about her aunt, I think, or maybe her sister-in-law. And that's how she stumbled upon Vern Plumley being Mandy's t-shirt maker. The day that Sandra Doris called in on Laura's panel that day, because Makeup Mobster was in the chat and she called in, she said, no, Mandy's t-shirt maker used to be Vern Plumley. That's not Mandy.
I remember that.
That's apparently the same day that Makeup Mobster had kind of like tied this in together. And then from there, I guess she started, seeing more comments and all that kind of stuff. And whenever he, because now we know it was him, whenever he got called out by Sandra as being Vern Plumley as Mandy's t-shirt maker, he changed his name to Kex Glitter Dick after the whole glitter bomb thing was, talked about. And then changed it to Makeup Mobster's High Horse. Like, come on, dude.
Well, and I noticed when I came up on your panel, he kind of like thanked me, like I was somehow helping him. That my intentions was not to hurt or help. It was just to tell you all the truth so that you all knew that at one time, Marky Mark was Mark Fraga. Why he would deny that is beyond me. It was too easy to prove.
And then, he was like, Mandy, thank you so much. Like, I know this isn't your fault. Like, it just kind of unfolded. I need to start following you. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I didn't know anything about this. I'm just doing what the greater majority wanted me to do, because we all know if that side comes in and starts demanding something, if I wouldn't have given that guy a link to come on my panel yesterday, my head would have been, they would have been in their little metaphorical neighborhood with their, pitchforks and fire torches, on a witch hunt for me. So I was in a very difficult situation yesterday, and this guy's sitting up there blatantly lying, thanking me, talking about how Makeup Mobster is such a good mom and she's grieving, and it's sick to think back now.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I just came live to clear up some things that was said in Jay's stream. I still am totally baffled as to why anybody does these things, or, why he would go after certain people. I mean, he admitted that he made the comment to me, and he said he did it because he got mad because I was debating Brian on Darlie Routier and I was actually making sense. I mean, that was his reason. You heard him say it, Mandy, unless you weren't in the stream at that point.
No, when I went back and heard that, because he was like, yeah, I mean, I only said that to her and I apologize, but, it had to do with her opinion or whatever on this Darlie case. And immediately when I listened to it again last night and let my husband listen to it, I was like, that sounds like an excuse. Like, he really meant to say something that vile to her to hurt her, but then like off the cuff just came up with a really good excuse. Like, oh, well, it was just a differencing of opinions. No, at no point in time should a differencing of opinions get that kind of reaction out of someone to attack. You and I have had many problems, but I've never, ever, ever attacked you with cancer or wishing or wondering when it would take your life. That's too far.
And that is ugly. I mean, that would be ugly to say to anybody. And that's why when you go back and look at those comments where I'm talking to Mark Fraga and White Lightning 1977, you'll see me accuse those people of being Brian. Mm-hmm. Because Brian had said that. So I naturally accused that troll of being Brian. Should I have done that? No, but that's what I did. I can't take it back. You know, I did. I
Right,
accused
but
it of being Brian.
I hope people see that trolls like Marky Mark being, Vern Plumley and all this stuff. I hope they see now that trolls are paying attention to what people are saying and setting people up so that fights will continue going while they sit back and go, I'm a labor and delivery nurse. Women, y'all fight for, women equality rights and blah, blah, blah. Like some of the stuff I watched, like I said, 3 videos of his on his channel last night. And I had enough. I was like, there's something wrong with this guy. And people had asked me, what's your take on Marky Mark? And I said, well, here's 3 videos. Go watch them, form your own opinion, because I wasn't even comfortable telling people that I'm comfortable that I still talk to, outside of YouTube. I wasn't even comfortable putting my thoughts out last night about him because I was like, if something happens and, he somehow gets out of this, I don't want anybody having a screenshot or saying, well, Mandy said this or Mandy said that. So I just kept it like, you form your own opinion, figure it out. But he's severely deranged.
I don't.
Are you playing?
No, go ahead. I'll play the next game. Sorry, they're getting ready to play dominoes. You have plenty of people, don't you? Hold on, guys. Let's see, what'd you do with that bag that was on this counter?
I took your Mountain Dews and put them in the refrigerator.
What'd you do with my cigarettes?
There was only that one pack in there, took it later. I laid right there.
All right, go ahead, guys. I'm
Strawberry,
listening.
shit. Pepperoni,
Sorry.
sausage, and extra cheese.
You're fine.
I'm looking for my cigarettes.
Yes, happy. The bigger
They're
question
playing in there, guys.
he needs to answer are why did he do this and how and where did he get Makeup Mobster's family info exactly? Because the stuff he was saying in my chat yesterday as Makeup Mobster's high horse, he straight up said, I have your brother's info. Maybe I should call your brother up and get his side of the story, which is exactly what Mandy Lynn had said in that Patreon chat about getting Makeup Mobster's family info.
And that's what I'm saying. When people get accused of things, even if they didn't do it, you've put yourself in the line of suspicion.
Sarah Indipity. He also said he owns a 300K home by himself. That's one of the videos that I watched of his. So he gives this tour and he's like, yeah, I'm going to take you on a tour. Like, let's go look at the master bedroom. It's a mattress on the floor. And then he goes into the master bathroom. And then he does a tour of the master bedroom closet. And there's women's and men's clothes hanging up in there. And then he cuts over to being in a different bedroom, the one that he streams from. There's it's like a black, upholstered headboard. And it's a small closet. You can see that it's his type of clothing that's in there. And so he's always streaming from this bedroom instead of being in his master bedroom. And he always has the door shut. Like, dude, you've lied so much. And how did people miss that? Like, I can barely sneeze without people going, oh, it was probably a fake sneeze. Did you see how her nose kind of twitched? She kind of forced it.
Right.
It's so fake. But
just like today on J Mac Stream. Oh, well, I guess Mandy will have content again, and Laura will have content. I'm not sure why Laura would get content out of this other than the fact he admitted to being Kex Glitter Dicks. I don't think he did anything else, or he didn't admit to doing anything else. I don't know what he's done.
Well, I guess coming in as Mandy's t-shirt maker and trying to blame me for calling CPS and her kind of like being like, well, maybe it is Mandy. I mean, yeah, she has had troll accounts.
I don't think he expected Sandra to get up on that. That's Vern Plumley.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when he came in there saying, I did it, I called CPS, I didn't mean it to go this way. His intention was to set you up.
Yep.
because everybody was running around saying you were trolling yourself.
Hmm.
So that was his intention, was to set you up. But then
I
when
was
Sandra,
surprised to hear Sandra went up there and even like said, no, that's Vern Plumley. It's not Mandy. I was like, whoa, you hate my guts now, but thanks. Like, appreciate it. She could have let it run.
right. Oh, she definitely did the right thing.
Hmm.
But by that time, I'm pretty sure Makeup Mobster, Tiffany Marie, and a few others were already kind of onto this dude, because
Yeah.
Sandra wasn't the only one that said that was Vern.
Right. And I don't talk to Makeup Mobster or Tiffany behind the scenes. So
Right. And I don't follow Marky
that's it.
Mark. So I would never know the dude is lying about
that
anything
is-
because I don't watch him.
that like I've seen people mention Marky Mark, but I thought that was a nickname that they gave Mark or whatever that person's name is. I thought
Oh,
that was
it looks like Merrick.
yeah,
but
I
no.
thought that's who Marky Mark was.
Oh, no. That Mark is really cool.
Until
I mean,
yesterday.
you know.
Until
Yeah.
yesterday.
See, I knew who Marky Mark was, and I've known all of these months because I went to his channel when I found him on Pinks and said, "Why did you say that to me? What a horrible thing to say." And he apologized and I moved on, but I didn't know of his online activity. I didn't
Mhm.
connect him to everything else. I just figured the dude didn't like me because he was friends with Brian. That's what I figured. Okay. I just put it out there. I
And
figured
look
the
at
dude just didn't like me.
how many like good people we have that can bust out trolls like quickly, like Sarah and Deputy. She's a good one. She can spot them from like a mile away. They can sneeze 7 states over from her and she's like, yeah, that's a troll. But this
Yeah,
person got away with this for so long.
that's true. Well, I just hope. Okay, this is my hope. Okay, Marky, if you're out there listening, or Fraga, or whoever in the hell you are, stop. Okay, because you're scaring people. You're making them worry about private information getting out on the internet. And the only reason to do that to somebody is to hurt them, or to hope that
Yes.
somebody else will hurt them. So just stop. Go to another community, change your name, go to another community, and just quit being a dick. Okay.
And he
Because
talked to me yesterday about and cyber crimes units and stuff like that, and how the laws in Texas are, it's so slow to prosecute somebody or something. And now I'm sitting here going, you're the biggest idiot I've ever met in my entire life. Yeah, it's hard to get Texas to do anything, when it's in a different state. But dude, you're in my same state. That makes you an imminent danger because you're not a state away from me. You are like 90 something miles away from me. You're stupid.
yeah, and then when I heard today that Republican Ash has been communicating with him, like in Hangouts, or that he actually like ghosted her for like 4 days and then called her yesterday, either right before or right after your live stream.
Oh, no.
I'm not saying this to be wrong, or this is nothing against Republican Ash, okay, guys? But I feel like she could be very easily influenced because she is so trusting, and she believes that people in general are good people, and I love that about her. But I hope she does not talk to him behind the scenes anymore.
I'm worried if he's got a lot of her personal information.
I was going to try to call her. I think Remy D has tried to reach out to her. Desiree says, the truth, Mandy, just tuning in, just know that there is someone's he's connected to. Well, Desiree, if that's the case and it can be proven, then it has to be brought to light, because other people are going to be fooled, and other people are going to be scared, and other people are going to be hurt. So Desiree D, if that can be proven, I sure hope somebody brings it to light. And I'm like you,
she's one of
Mandy.
my mods.
Okay. And I'm
I'm-
like you, Mandy. This can't be set on, because now that he's caught, is he backing off like a normal person would do, or is he going to go full force? Like, okay, fuck it, I'm caught, I'm going for it. And is he
Yep.
going to go for the ones that have called him out? I don't know.
Exactly.
You know.
That's why I'm saying he's not very far from me. I'm not worried about that. Like, go ahead, drive your ass here to Crawford, Texas. Come on with it. Be here. You know, I'm not worried about that. But it's the fact that it could happen. I'm protected here. I'm okay with that. But this dude's crazy. What if there's somebody else he's talked to behind the scenes that lives up in the DFW area that he's just going to go crazy on?
Right. Right.
This guy is very, in my opinion, and I know my opinion probably doesn't mean a whole lot to people, but in my opinion, he seems like one of the kind of people that could be so emotionally unstable that he'll react in a very negative
way.
dangerous way.
Yeah.
Just going to say it.
Well, and I know, okay, we all have our tit for tats here on YouTube. And I did listen to Marsha's little live stream, or, her little, where she had Kiki and Pepper up there. And they do repeatedly say they do not sign off on this. They do not, this is not, this is not something they approve of. I think a lot of them feel duped because they did defend him so hard. But like it's been said before, we've had other people that have like really screwed up in our community, and they've been welcomed back. So
Yes.
it's the same thing going to happen with Marky, because he to these people, he's a good guy. They all thought he was a good guy. I didn't have an opinion about him. He said what he said to me about the cancer. He apologized, and I never went anywhere near him again. I didn't participate in live streams because he just really hung out with people that I don't hang out with on YouTube. So I never crossed paths with him again.
To kind of piggyback off of what you're saying is like the whole, stuff with the expatrians. It's like, because they dislike Laura so much, they're trying to make her responsible for victimizing people for what grown adults did in a Facebook group chat that she was a member of, a party of. Like,
right.
Are they going to go, well, he didn't do anything to me. We don't like Mandy. Makeup Mobster won't accept our apology and be BFFs with us. So you know what? He can just come back in. He didn't do it to us. It's on Makeup Mobster and Mandy, or it's on Makeup Mobster. This is her fault. Like they do to Laura.
Well, and I've said that from Jump Street. Okay, these expatrians, they've apologized for their behavior. They've been accepted back into the community by a lot of people, and that's all well and good. I don't care. I don't have a problem with it. But like Makeup Mobster has been saying, you cannot forgive this one, and this one, and not this one. You have to, everybody that was in that chat, whether they, because the majority of the nasty stuff that was said by the ones that have been forgiven.
I know. I forgave two of the worst ones that attacked me in my real life, Mommy of Three Girls and Mandy Lynn. And I did that because I wanted people to get along again. Honestly, to be 100% honest, and this is going to make me sound shitty, I didn't mean the forgiveness that I gave them. It was very superficial. And it was a struggle for me to accept that, especially when there's a petition to get Laura kicked off of YouTube for the rape planning stuff. That
Right.
I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. And to this day, they still won't admit that Clary was trying to put me on back pages of Craigslist as a prostitute. They still deny it. Deny. No, it was never about you, about Mandy Lynn. No, she specifically asked for my address and my information to put me as a prostitute on the back pages of Craigslist.
Right.
And they all lied to me.
And then Laura ends up on a freaking horrible site.
And
So-
October 5th, the day that the whole slow burn thing happened, it's all because I said, I don't want to hate Laura anymore. I can't. It's not right. And I
Well,
went into her chat.
I'm
that
glad
night.
I'm glad you thought like that, because I don't care that people have forgiven those ladies. I don't care. Good for them. They've forgiven them. They've moved on. But I've never understood the mindset of, well, we'll forgive this one, and this one, but we're not forgiving Laura or this one or that one. And that's all Makeup Mobster has been trying to say is, look, you've accepted this one, and this one, but you won't accept this one, who had even less of a participation in the talk.
You should do it from you need a VPN for that. Oh, it's all Laura's fault. Okay.
Well, I mean, come on, let's face it.
That
They
one
did-
comment.
When they got
Or-
Vinny G involved, they didn't give Vinny G the whole conversation. The whole
Sure didn't.
conversation is clear that, everybody's like, well, Clary just came in after work in the middle of a conversation and said, I have a VPN. I'll do it when I get home. Okay, Makeup Mobster is the one that pointed out, well, Laura pointed it out, but nobody listens to Laura because they hate her. Not everybody, Laura, if you're listening. But Makeup Mobster's like, whoa. Why would Clary say, I'll do it when I get home, if she didn't know what the hell she was volunteering to do? So, boom, Clary, you're busted.
And I don't know
So-
if people remember how Mandy Lynn came back into being friends with me after she took her little sabbatical over the summer. I was live. She dropped in my chat that Clary had just told her that I had been listed on rape ads and stuff. And so I was like, what? And then she came up on my panel because I was waiting on Mommy of Three Girls to get home to get on my panel, and she came up on there. So I kind of ignored it, went on with what I was trying to talk about, and then invited her into a Discord. And then the story started changing in private messages to me on Facebook between her. She was like, oh, never mind. Clary said that was really about me. And I was like, what? The way you explained it to me, it sounded like it was about both of us. And she was like, nope, it's just about me. It's just about me. And I was like, you had me freaked out. Like that night, I could barely sleep because I was raped when I was younger, and it was a breaking and entering, and it was very violent. And so when she told me that, I had a panic attack, and I'm not going to lie, I did. It just feels like everything has been so played by all of these people. And then you have a man running around doing this stuff to women.
Yeah. Like I said, as far as the ex-Patreons go, the fact that people have forgiven them and accepted them back into their world, I don't care about that. I'm not saying that what they did was unforgivable. I mean, it was crappy. It was horrible to talk about, but thank God it wasn't acted upon. So I don't have a problem with them forgiving the ex-Patreons. What I had the problem with, and I continue to have the problem with, but it's getting so old that even Laura's like, I'm so fucking done. I'm done talking about this. My problem has always been you forgave this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, but you continuously run your mouth about this one and this one. No.
I agree with you on that. I do. There's a problem with that. It's selective. What can you call it? Like selective forgiveness.
Yeah. Just like there's a whole bunch of selective outrage here on YouTube. And some people are better known for it than others because
Selective
they go on their
outrage,
panels.
selective amnesia.
They go on, yeah. They go on their panels and they just can't believe someone would say this or someone would say that. When in reality, they have people in their chat. They have people as their moderators that have said and done so much worse. And I'm like, okay, I can't do this. Hypocrisy does not suit me well. So.
And hey, I've been a hypocrite before. I have.
I think we all have.
And, but, people like even you, for instance, things that you've said, 2 years ago in a group that none of us were ever even in, get held above your head and you get called a hypocrite for certain things. And I'm like, I wasn't around for that. Like, I understand your anger, but don't project your anger and your views and opinions on me and get mad at me because I don't share something with you. I don't know this person. People can change so much in a day, a week. If we're talking 2 years, that's a lot of change to happen for someone.
Yep.
At some point, you have to start seeing people behind a keyboard as not just words and not just typed words. They're real people. They're not robots. And I'm still having to practice what I preach too. I'm not on a high horse. This is a daily thing that I go through being on YouTube, trying to control my anger, my outrage, being upset about hypocrites. I struggle with that daily. Trust me, I'm not preaching to people because I'm perfect. I'm saying what I'm saying because I live it every single day, and I'm trying to be better, but I have my moments too.
Yeah. Well, see, and I've never, when Marky said what he said on your panel, that he made that horrible comment to me because he got mad, basically on behalf of Brian. Who does that? But it goes on a lot here. Yes. If I get mad at Mandy Bell and I do a live stream about her, I bet I can get 150 people to side with me, even though I may be wrong.
Mm-hmm. So
when Marky made that comment, well, you know the truth, I apologize, and I should have never done that, but I did it because you made me mad. And because of Brian, because Brian supports a conviction that I don't support, that was enough to make you mad enough to say something like that?
That is such elementary, below juvenile level of thinking. This is stuff that parents are trying to teach their kids in 1st and 2nd grade. Like, no, don't be mad about that. Like, that's such a childish way of thinking. You hurt someone's feelings, so I'm going to be angry at you and hit you below the belt. No, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't get involved, or I try not to get involved in these. Well, I hate to say it, but Miss fucking Wonderful over there, Katie, she put it perfectly. You're going to end up the odd man out because you're going to put yourself in the middle of an argument with somebody. They're going to make up and you're going to be the dick.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't put myself in the middle of this shit. Laura has a lot of arguments with people online that I don't participate in.
True. But at the same time, I get people like you and,
Fatty Boop, why do you want to come in here and call us idiots? I mean, come on.
God.
See, that's something I don't do. Now, I have gone into streams and I have said nasty things, but it was in defense because I was getting talked about on a panel. I don't think anybody said the name Batty Boop, did we? Has anybody heard that name until I just now said it?
Betty Boop, I even said I'm a hypocrite and I struggle with being a hypocrite daily. That I wasn't preaching because I'm on a high horse. I'm preaching because it's something that I go through and I'm talking about an experience, not because I'm any better than anybody else. I struggle with being a hypocrite myself at times. I mean, I don't know how much more clearer I can be. So address it on your live all you want to.
Yeah.
I would think that if somebody's sitting here going, you know, I say these things because it's what I do that's wrong, that I don't want to see people doing, I feel like me talking about that gets people to understand that I'm not perfect and I make mistakes and I'm not trying to preach at people. But y'all will take it and spin it and act like I'm your favorite word, narcissist.
Yep.
Narcissists can't admit that they're wrong. I admit that I'm wrong daily, several times.
Me too. Me too. But guys, like I said, I did want to come on and clear some things up.
Yeah, I'm
I
going to hop off here
hope-
real quick because my phone's almost dead. So I'll be in the
Yeah,
chat.
okay.
Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. But I hope that Mark, if you're out there listening, stop. Just stop. Just stop being a dick, man. Don't scare people. You know, it's not cool. A lot of people on the internet are alone. They live alone. They're shut-ins. This is their social, this is how they socialize. But that happens to me all the time, B-Fergs. I get blocked by people I've never even spoken to. I don't get it either. But if there's more to be put out there, then let's hope Marcia and them put it all out there and people get the opportunity to make up their own minds about this gentleman. But I did see some things being said in Jay's that wasn't necessarily true, so I thought I would come on and address those things. And I've done that. So, yes, thank you, Mandy, for coming up. Be careful out there, guys. You know, not everybody on the internet is your friend. Hey, Makeup Mobster. So, the fact that you're having conversations outside of the internet or outside of YouTube, just be careful, man, because you don't know who's on the other end of that computer. And like I said, Marky, if you're out there listening, stop. Stop scaring people. Stop messing with people's real lives. It sucks. It's not nice. It can become criminal. And I'm sure in some cases it will become criminal if you continue to do this kind of shit. So leave the internet on the internet. Because I can promise you that when I log off of here, I go back to my real life stuff. I don't lay down at night and get so angry because me and Puss in Boots and say Tawanda had a fight. Ooh, I like Tawanda more, so I'm going to go and attack Puss in Boots. That was just an example, Puss in Boots. I don't do that. I don't do it in my real life, so I'm not going to do it in my internet life. So, like I said, guys, you don't have to like everybody. You don't have to agree with everybody. But what you got to do is leave the internet on the freaking internet, because you're crossing lines that could become legal. And God forbid you make a threat to someone and then something happens to that person, then you just put yourself in the line of suspicion, whether you did it or you didn't. So You got to be more careful about what you're running around saying. Because God forbid, makeup mobster got her fingers broken. But say some stranger comes up to her in the grocery store parking lot and breaks her fingers. I'm sorry, Marky Mark, you put that out there, dude. You know, if you're going to say, you know, I called CPS or I'm the cop caller or, and then you're not really that person, but then it happens. Sorry if you get a couple side eyes. Sorry, you kind of put yourself out there as you were going to do it. But hello, Life Perplex. Good morning. Where the hell do you live? Actually, I'm getting ready to get off here. I just, like I said, I came on to clear some things up that was said in JMac stream. Miss Nevins made a comment. She did not make an accusation. She just made a comment, and I wanted to clear that up. And all I can tell you guys is you got to stop with the real life shit. It's not cool. And if you don't like somebody, don't watch them. You don't have to go in and trash their stream with disgusting trolls. Get a hobby. You know, do something. Take a walk. Pick a flower. Uh, go fishing. Go sledding. I mean, I don't care. Just quit trying to ruin people, man. Quit trying to hurt people. You know what they say? Hurt people hurt people. So if you're hurt, and then get you some help. But I can promise you, the people you're trying to hurt never really did anything to you. You just don't like them because of something that they've said that you didn't agree with, or the fact that they have a problem with somebody that you think you like. And I can't even wrap my mind around that mindset. So, well, Makeup Mobster, supposedly, Marsha's going to do a stream that outs all of this. I don't know. I didn't see Mandy Lynn's stream. Mandy Bell saying she saw it and there was nothing really admitted to on it. But yeah, and don't ask cancer patients if they're dead yet. Exactly, Beavis. That's not a nice question. Well, Makeup Mobster, I kind of explained that earlier because, believe it or not, he wasn't the first one that said that. He just ran with it. Brian was the first one that said that to me. That was the only way Marky Mark even knew I had cancer, because of the comment that Brian made. Now, that doesn't excuse Marky Mark. Trust me, that doesn't excuse Marky at all. But I don't know if he's the one that threatened Marsha. I don't think so. Him and Marsha seem to be cool with each other, or they were. I don't know about now. But how are we ever going to know? Was he the sarcasm trolls? I don't think you want to see that stream, to be honest. Was it that bad, Pugs? How bad could it be? Did I get trashed in it? I mean, was I a topic? Because I don't know why I would be. Surely I wasn't a topic. Thank you, Makeup Monster. But, what was said to me were just words. Whether they came out of Brian's mouth, Marky's mouth, or both mouths, which they obviously came out of both of their mouths. They're just words. They're hurtful words, but they're words. But some of these people are being threatened real life with their family, with their families being exposed. When I say exposed, not because their family has done anything, but Was he your CPS caller? I don't know, Laura, because remember the night of your stream, Mandy's t-shirt maker came in there saying, I did it, I did it, I did it. I didn't mean for it to go down this way. Okay, cool, Pugs. But, and then, what's his name? White Lightning came in saying, how does it feel, Laura? How does it feel, Laura? And supposedly he's admitted to being both of those trolls. But if he did it, he got your information somewhere. Just like Makeup Mobster's information was obtained by somebody previously, and now this dude has it. Just like Laura's information was obtained previously, and now this dude has it. I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. For you people that sit in these discords, and not all discords are bad. I'm in Laura's Discord. I can promise you, I've never seen an address dropped, a mugshot dropped. It hasn't happened since I've been in there. I've got access to every room in Laura's Discord, and it just doesn't happen. Do we talk shit on people? Yeah, occasionally. But so for all these people sitting in discords where names and addresses and personal information is being flown around, you don't know who's in that discord with you. You just know it's somebody you think you like from YouTube. And that's scary when you're sitting in discords with people and stuff is flying around in them. And I don't know whose Discord. I don't know nothing about their Discords or their private conversations. I know nothing. But this dude has gotten this information, and this is all information that was found by other people previously. So if you're sitting in discords and you're dropping addresses and personal information and shit, stop it, because you don't know who's in that discord with you. And then when something does happen and you get the blame for it, don't act shocked. Don't act like, well, how dare they blame me for this or that? Well, you're the one running around looking up addresses and threatening to do this stuff. So you might not have been the one that did it, but you put yourself in the line of suspicion. That's all I'm saying. But guys, I'm going to get off of here. I was just, like I said, I was clearing some things up, setting JMax. I'm sure there's people that know much more about this whole Marky Mark thing. I know some people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to bring any more attention to it. I know other people do want to talk about it, and that's their right. Anybody can do, if they want to talk about it, they can talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, they don't have to talk about it. It's, it belongs to them. It doesn't belong to me. Because like I said, other than the one shitty comment, I've not had any dealings with this dude. So, but I am going to get off here, guys. I'm probably going to go play some dominoes. And going to look around here in a little bit and see who's going live and who's not. But for those that I won't see before Christmas, Merry Christmas. I still plan on doing my Christmas morning live stream for those who don't have anybody to spend Christmas morning with. So I'll be here Christmas morning, and we'll do whatever y'all want. If you want to just shoot the shit and just want to be somewhere with somebody, I'll be here with you. So happy holidays, guys. And I'll see you around the tube. Bye.